Yo, what's going on? Cultimush back at it with another video. This is the top 5 best graphics cards for the money of December 2015. I've been being requested to do an update to this series for a while now. I haven't updated it for 2 months, and with all the holiday deals going on, there's a lot of good deals to pick from. And right now, you can get some really great graphics cards at really good deals, so let's get right into this with number 5. First on this list is the Gigabyte AMD R7 370. This is a 2GB video card. Right now, you can get this video card for $130, and there's a $10 mail-in rebate, taking the video card's price down to $120. Honestly, this is probably the price this GPU should have launched at, and at this price, it's a great deal. I actually have this video card myself, and I was able to play a game like The Witcher 3 at medium settings and still get 35 to 40 frames per second. I played Metro Last Light at high settings and got about 45 frames per second, so you're not going to be maxing out games at 1080p, but you are going to be getting really good settings and really good frame rates, much better than a console actually. Because if you try to play Witcher 3 on a console, you're going to be playing that game at sub 30 FPS, and it's not a very good experience. With the R7 370, at least you'll be consistently above 30 FPS. And obviously, with this video card, if you're playing games like League of Legends, World of Warcraft, those are going to run fine on this GPU. It's just a great entry-level video card that's going to work great in, a $450 to a $500 build. Next video card on this list, we're actually going to jump up quite a bit. It's the XFX Double Dissipation R9 380 4GB video card. I have this video card too, and why we jump from the R7 370 right into the R9 380 is because everything in between is just not that good of a deal. The GTX 950 for the price is just not a very good video card, and yes, the GTX 960 is out there, but that's a 2GB video card, and if you want to get the 4GB video card, it's actually a bit more expensive than the R9 380 right now. So there's really not a good in-between option if you're looking for a video card for around that $150 to $160 range, because the R9 280, you really can't buy that video card anymore. So right now, you can get the R9 380 4GB video card for $210, also comes with a $20 mail-in rebate, knocking the price down to $190. And for that price, this video card is damn good. I was able to play a game like The Witcher 3 at high settings, get 45 frames per second. I played Grand Theft Auto 5 at near max settings, was getting like 70 to 80 frames per second. This is just a very good video card. If you're getting into PC gaming and you're looking to get a really good 1080p experience, the R9 380 is the best mid-level video card that you can get right now. It's going to give really good performance, and it's not going to break the bank all too bad if you use the mail-in rebate. Like I said, it's only $190, which isn't that bad for a video card like this. Just to put it into perspective, when the R9 380 launched a few months ago, it actually launched at about $240, so to get it for $190 after a mail-in rebate is a really good deal. And this will be perfect if you're building, say, a $700 or $800 build. The R9 380 will work great in that. Moving on to number 3, I do want to give a mention to an Nvidia video card. Right now, you can get this video card for $300. There's also a $30 mail-in rebate, knocking the price down to $270, and you'll get a free copy of Rainbow Six Siege or Assassin's Creed Syndicate. So that's a really good deal for a GTX 970. $270 for a GTX 970 is already a pretty good deal, and then getting a copy of either Rainbow Six Siege or Assassin's Creed Syndicate is fairly good. I know both those games have been getting pretty mixed opinions from people. I myself really enjoyed Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Rainbow Six Siege, it's only multiplayer. There's no single player component to that game. So really you have to decide, do you want a single player experience in Assassin's Creed Syndicate, or do you want the multiplayer experience in Rainbow Six Siege? Also, to let you guys know, there is no multiplayer in Assassin's Creed Syndicate. In past Assassin's Creed games, there were multiplayer, but not in Syndicate. Moving back onto the video card, for $270, this GTX 970 is a great deal, considering you're getting a free, $50 to $60 game, and the GTX 970 is a fantastic video card whether you're gaming at 1080p or 1440p. I myself use my 970 to game at 1440p, and while I can't max out every game and get 60 frames per second, I can play a lot of the higher end games. I'm playing Metal Gear Solid 5 at really high settings and getting really good frame rates. Dying Light was working really well at 1440p. A lot of games will work well at 1440p. It's just that if you want to max out some of the higher end ones with the GTX 970 at that kind of a resolution, you will run into some problems if you're looking for a consistent 60 FPS. Regardless, I think the GTX 970 is the best Nvidia video card on the market right now. I just think the GTX 960 isn't that good of a deal when you compare it to the R9 380, and the GTX 950, I would just stay away from that video card. There's just better options in that one. But the GTX 970 from MSI, really good value for around $270 after a mail-in rebate, and getting a free game as well, not a bad deal at all. Moving on to number 2, the Gigabyte Radeon R9 390. This is $310 on Amazon right now, and there's a $20 mail-in rebate, knocking the price down to $290. That is a fantastic deal for the R9 390, which is an 8GB video card. Now, if you're picking up an R9 390, I probably wouldn't be gaming at 1080p. I would probably be looking to game at 1440p. You're going to be able to play games at really good settings and really good frame rates from Grand Theft Auto 5, Witcher 3, Metal Gear Solid 5. All those games are going to run really well at 1440p. Also, given the fact that this does have 8GB of video memory, which that 8GB isn't really necessary in today's gaming, but in the future, that 8GB might actually come into play, especially if you're gaming at a resolution like 4K, which I know a lot of people don't game at 4K. 4K, especially if you're getting a video card like the R9 390, but it's nice to have. It's actually around the same price of the GTX 970, and considering it's an 8GB video card, that's pretty amazing. And in the majority of titles, the R9 390 does outpace the GTX 970 by a bit. But when you look at the GTX 970, you do get that free copy of Assassin's Creed Syndicate or Rainbow Six Siege, and it is a tad bit cheaper. So really, it comes down to preference. Do you want to get an Nvidia video card, or do you want to get an AMD video card? I think that's really how you make your decision, deciding between the R9 390 and the GTX 970. I know a lot of you guys will always have your preferences, so you're always going to side one way or the other, so I don't really want to get in between that. Just pick the video card you want. I'm just going to let you guys know the GTX 970 and the R9 390 are both going to give you really good gaming experiences. Finally, number one, you can actually get the ASUS STRIX Radeon R9 390X 8GB video card for $400 on Amazon right now. There's also a $20 mail-in rebate on that, knocking it down to $380. Now, I typically don't cover very high-end video cards on my channel because I do cater more to a budget audience, but this R9 390X, this deal is pretty damn good. This is the kind of video card where, you know, $400 is a lot for one GPU, but if you are gaming at 1440p and want to be getting 60 frames per second on every game, or even game at 4K, the R9 390X can actually do a bit of 4K gaming, and at 1440p, this thing will absolutely rip through everything. You know, but as I've always stated, there are anomalies in PC gaming where, you know, a game like DayZ, it's just a bad port and no video card can run that at any resolution at 60 frames per second. There's always anomalies like that, but the majority of games, the R9 390X at 1080p, 1440p, you're gonna be ripping through those games, getting 60 frames per second, probably a lot more than 60 FPS actually. So as always, guys, that's gonna wrap up this video. Thanks for watching. If you have a request for a future video, let me know in the comment section down below. Have a great day, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.